How's it going, everybody? The second half of the PlayStation Summer Sale is running from now until August 12th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. If any physical editions exist, you can find them down in the description, but with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $5, 75% off, Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition lets fans fully immerse themselves in epic, large-scale, and visually stunning battles across the galaxy, offering everything from the base game to the complete Season Pass with 4 expansion packs, exclusive emotes, and bonus content. Play as Rebels or Imperials, wield iconic weapons, and take part in massive multiplayer skirmishes set on legendary planets from the Star Wars universe. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off, new Super Lucky's Tale is a colorful 3D platformer where Lucky the Fox journeys through the magical Book of Ages to stop the sorcerer Jinx and recover its stolen pages. Explore expansive hub worlds, tackle side-scrolling challenge stages, and collect hundreds of hidden items, while using Lucky's jumps, borrowing, and tail swipes to defeat enemies, uncover secrets, and face off against the villainous Kitty Litter family. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Just Cause 3 is an over-the-top open-world action game where you wreak havoc across a Mediterranean island paradise, using wingsuits, grapples, and parachutes to scale buildings, hijack vehicles, and unleash creative destruction. You'll engage in explosive combat with a massive arsenal of weapons, pilot jets, speedboats, and sports cars, and complete dozens of challenges and collectibles while toppling a ruthless dictator. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Indivisible is a beautifully hand-drawn action RPG platformer that combines stunning animation with unique real-time combat mechanics, set in a vibrant, fantastical world filled with dozens of recruitable characters and rich storytelling. You play as Ajna, a fearless girl whose life is turned upside down when a mysterious power awakens within her after an attack on her home, sending her on a journey across diverse lands to unite allies. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off, Chorus is a space combat shooter that puts you in control of Lara, a pilot seeking to destroy the dark cult that created her, with the sentient starfighter Forsaken at her side. Unlock devastating weapons, mind-bending abilities, and powerful upgrades as you engage in exhilarating zero-G dogfights across sprawling space stations and strange planes of existence, blending frenetic combat with vast cosmic exploration. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3, 75% off, Detention is a 2D atmospheric horror side-scroller that plunges you into a haunted high school in 1960s Taiwan under strict martial law, where 2 students must survive against malevolent forces. Navigate eerie classrooms and shadow-filled corridors while solving challenging puzzles, carefully avoiding deadly creatures, and uncovering ominous objects that reveal the dark secrets lurking within the campus. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 75% off, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a 2.5D action RPG that blends fast-paced combat and platforming with a heartfelt story about rebuilding a town and the bonds that form along the way in a beautifully crafted, vibrant world. Players venture into the mysterious rune barrows in search of treasure, materials, and ancient secrets, while helping locals recover from a devastating earthquake and rediscover their hope. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, The Council is an episodic narrative adventure blending choice-driven storytelling, deep character progression, and high-stakes decisions into a tense, intrigue-filled experience. Step into the shoes of a secret society member in 1793, navigating a private island off England's coast where high-profile guests, including Napoleon and George Washington, gather, each hiding secrets and personal agendas that shape the story. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Jazzpunk Director's Cut is a wildly surreal first-person comedy adventure set in an alternate Cold War reality, filled with corporate espionage, ridiculous spy agencies, and non-stop absurdist humor. Explore bizarre open environments at your own pace using strange spy gadgets, complete wildly offbeat missions for secret agencies, and uncover cleverly hidden jokes scattered throughout its vibrant, cartoon-inspired world. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Shooty Fruity is a wildly entertaining VR multitasking shooter where you work as a sharpshooting shop clerk, scanning and serving produce with one hand while blasting waves of mutant fruit with the other using PlayStation Move. Work through a career of roles including checkout and canteen duty, unlocking a customizable arsenal of guns, explosives, and power-ups to unload into wave after wave of vicious, ripe attackers. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Last Day of June is a cinematic narrative adventure where Carl relives memories and alters past events to prevent the tragic loss of his beloved June. Solve emotional, time-looping puzzles by changing key moments across different perspectives, explore a beautifully stylized world, and experience a heartfelt story driven by visual storytelling, a moving soundtrack, and deeply emotional character moments. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 50% off. Virginia is a single-player, first-person narrative thriller that combines cinematic presentation, investigative storytelling, and atmospheric tension into a short but memorable experience. Play as FBI agent Ann Tarver as she investigates a missing person case in a quiet town filled with secrets, uncovering a story shaped by mystery, moral ambiguity, surreal twists, and a unique, wordless storytelling style inspired by film and television. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off. The Surge is a sci-fi action RPG set in a futuristic megacorporation where technology is turned deadly and survival depends on skill, strategy, and quick thinking, with relentless challenges at every turn. You battle rogue robots, deranged co-workers, and rogue AI in visceral, limb-targeting melee combat, exploiting weaknesses to harvest loot directly from your enemies and craft powerful new weapons and armor. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris and Season Pass Pack is an isometric action adventure that blends fast-paced combat, puzzle solving, and cooperative exploration in an ancient Egyptian setting with thrilling encounters. The Season Pass adds the Icy Death and Twisted Gears packs, introducing new tombs, enemies, relics, and challenges that expand the adventure with fresh mechanics and replay value. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 25 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 60% off. Doom 64 is a classic first-person shooter focused on ripping through Hell's forces in a darker, more atmospheric continuation of the original Doom formula. You blast through over 30 tightly designed levels packed with relentless enemies, clever level layouts, and labyrinthine secrets, all enhanced by moodier lighting, unsettling sound design, and an oppressive, haunting soundtrack that sets it apart from earlier entries. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 80% off. Fracked is a trailblazing PSVR action-adventure from the creators of Phantom: Covert Ops, where a reluctant hero battles an interdimensional army across a remote mountain facility, seamlessly blending gunfights with free skiing, climbing, and ziplining. Experience innovative one-to-one VR gunplay with grabbable cover, physically lean to master ski slopes, and reach out to cling on for your life in this audacious PS5-enhanced VR adventure. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain is a gothic action-adventure set in a vampire-ruled fantasy world steeped in murder, magic, and revenge, with a brooding tone and oppressive atmosphere. You play as Kain, exploring a vast open world filled with brutal combat, spellcasting, and meaningful moral choices, all driven by an engrossing narrative brought to life through cinema-quality voice acting and atmospheric presentation. It's an 82 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Shakedown Hawaii follows 3 protagonists through a 16-bit open world where the island is up for grabs, building a quote-unquote legitimate corporation by acquiring businesses and shaking down shops for protection money. Explore by foot, car, or boat through arcade challenges as an aging CEO whose retail, taxi, and video businesses were wiped out by online shopping and streaming, forcing him to learn modern business methods to rebuild his empire. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off. Phogs is a puzzle platformer where you control a duo of dogs linked by a stretchy belly, solving inventive challenges across themed worlds while bouncing between single-player and co-op gameplay. Explore Food World with rivers of chocolate and tasty treats, stroll through the cozy Sleep World filled with teddy bears and quilts, and romp through the whimsical Play World with beaches, arcades, and toy-filled landscapes. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, Project Warlock is a retro-inspired, fast-paced first-person shooter where you play as a mysterious warlock on a mission to wipe out evil across time and space in a bloody, pixelated rampage. You'll blast through 60 sprawling levels set in diverse environments like icy Antarctic bases and ancient Egyptian ruins, hunting for keys, secrets, and hidden passages while leaving waves of enemies in a gory trail of destruction and chaos. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Metro Last Light Redux is a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter set in the tunnels beneath ruined Moscow, where humanity clings to survival in 2034. You'll step into the boots of Artyom, navigate the haunted metro tunnels, battle mutants and hostile factions, and make morally driven choices that shape the fate of the last surviving station cities in a grim, atmospheric survival experience filled with tension and scarce resources. It's an 82 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Olija is a cinematic adventure game that follows a shipwrecked man trapped in the mysterious land of Terraphage, combining swashbuckling exploration and a captivating narrative. Navigate handcrafted environments filled with puzzles and platforming challenges, wield a legendary harpoon to strike and traverse the world, and rescue castaways while uncovering the mysteries of Terraphage. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 85% off, Kona is a survival adventure game set in a remote, snow-covered northern Canadian village in 1970, where players assume the role of Detective Carl Faubert, investigating strange occurrences and dark secrets. Explore a hauntingly desolate environment, collect clues, solve puzzles, and endure harsh blizzards while experiencing a suspenseful story full of eerie encounters, unexpected twists, and tense atmosphere. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, PowerSlave Exhumed is a Kex engine port of the classic first-person shooter set in ancient Egypt, where a covert operative fights through over 20 levels of alien-occupied Karnak spanning an ancient city and the tomb of Pharaoh Ramses. Explore multi-floor levels with real-time 3D movement, cross bridges, swim through underwater grottos, and arm yourself with weapons from a machete to a flamethrower, M60, and magical cobra staff. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 90% off, One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe Edition is an action-adventure spin-off that follows the Straw Hat Pirates through the Island of Promises storyline. You freely explore Transtown, take on exciting side quests from its residents, and battle enemies as Luffy, Zoro, and other crew members, while facing challenging bosses like Rob Lucci and Caesar Clown, with new characters Pato and Red Count designed by Eiichiro Oda. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.